Best Bites Forever.
Hi everyone, I'm Chef Alicia, and in this video you'll learn how to make this gorgeous rosemary lemon roasted chicken. Stick around to the end for an awesome plate up. I'm starting off here with 2 shallots, and I want these to be a pretty fine dice, so I'm going to cut them into planks first. So I'm slicing flat ways. Next I'm going to cut them sideways, kind of like French fries, and then I'm going to turn my shallot and finish up my small dice here. I'm going to cut up both of my shallots and set them over to the side. The next thing that I'm doing is zesting 1 lemon. I am going to zest this entire lemon, and then I'm going to cut it in half and set it over to the side. I want to gather my zest into a nice little pile and just run my knife through it once or twice to get it a little more of a fine chop. I'm also going to squeeze half of the lemon to get the juice out of it, and obviously you want to remove the seeds too. Here I have my shallots, and I'm adding in a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm also adding in the juice from that lemon. It's about 1 tablespoon. And then I'm going to add in the zest, which coincidentally is also about 1 tablespoon. Next I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and I'm just going to set that to the side for 1 second while I chop up my rosemary. You can easily remove the leaves by pulling back on the stem like so. Gather the leaves into a nice neat little pile, and then you just want to run your knife over them once or twice. I generally only chop my herbs once. If when you lift up your pretty little herb there, you have a bunch of green oil on your cutting board, you have over chopped your herb, because all of the oil is now on your cutting board instead of in your bowl. Moving right along, I added some fresh ground black pepper, and I'm also adding in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic and 1 tablespoon of honey. I'm just going to use my honey spoon to stir this up a bit. And then I'm going to set it to the side and remove the seeds from my other half of my lemon and cut this into 4 slices. Those are going to garnish our chicken here in a minute. Here's the chicken. I have the wings tucked back, as you can see, and I also have checked inside the cavity and the neck for anything that needs to be cleaned out. Sometimes you'll find a bag of goodies in there that you'll want to remove. So we're going to add in a couple of tablespoons of our shallot mixture and just rub that around inside. Pay special attention to the breastbone and make sure that you get that really covered nicely. The next thing that I'm doing is kind of lifting up the skin where the breast is, and I want to form like a little pocket with my finger that I can fill up with my deliciousness here. You want to make sure that you're putting all of your flavors underneath the skin when you make this chicken. If you just put it on top of the skin, it's really not going to penetrate into the meat the way that you want it to. You're only flavoring the skin if you're putting it on top. So I'm also going to go in through the neck the same way. I'm just using my finger to kind of create a pocket. I'm going to take a nice little handful of my marinade and I'm going to stick it down in there. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side over here. Just get a nice little handful and put it inside. And then I want to rub some on the outside of the chicken. I want to give him a nice little rub down on his back, along with his legs, his wings. Chicken likes to have a nice little massage before it goes into the oven. Get it a little bit relaxed here. Once you have all of that completely rubbed onto your chicken, put the lemon slices on the top of the breast. Make sure that they have just a little bit of the oil on both sides. I'm also going to put a little bit of oil onto my rosemary, and then I just want to tuck it just around the chicken, pretty much wherever you want to put it. So I'm going to put a little inside along with the other half of my lemon, which kind of helps pull the chest out and make it look a little bit more full. And then I'm putting some rosemary sprigs between its legs and into its neck, and again into the cavity here. This is going into the oven at 375 for 45 minutes, and then at 425 for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to use my awesome bear claws to get it out. This is what that looks like when it comes out, and this is what my other one looked like that I made like a week later because it is that delicious. Now let's plate it up. To start off, I'm putting down a nice little line of basil pesto, and then I'm going to very carefully place my roasted chicken breast right on top of that. Unfortunately, my camera messed up just a little bit, so I just want to walk you through here. What I have on the plate is roasted fingerling potatoes. I have red, white, and purple potatoes, along with some seared Brussels sprouts. And then what I'm adding there is ground up pistachios. I just ground them in my mini food processor. I also put a small little sprig of rosemary there on my chicken because it does have the rosemary in the flavor, so it's nice to garnish with that. And this is what my plate is going to look like when it is all finished up. Ooh, sexy chicken plate.
Hi again, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up or a like or whatever you want to call it. Also share it with all of your friends because sharing is caring. And if you're not already a subscriber, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button and be a subscriber now because you don't want to miss any of the upcoming awesomeness that's coming because it's awesomeness. And you can find me on my other social media, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, and BestBitesForever.com, which is my blog. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Happy cooking, everyone.
BestBitesForever.com